Hello, and welcome to the United for Math series on fractions as division. In this lesson, we will be estimating division problems with fractions. It's really important that students know how to estimate, as it can help them determine the reasonableness of their answers in a word problem. So let's take a look at our first word problem, where we will need to determine between which two whole numbers will our answer lie. Ryan has a rope that is 20 feet long. He needs to cut the rope into 8 equal pieces. So we need to think, what is being used or shared or cut apart? Well, I know that my 20 feet of rope is going to be divided up into 8 equal pieces. So I'm dividing 20 feet into 8 pieces. So to interpret this as a division problem, we're going to take what's being used, our 20 feet, and divide that by putting a fraction bar by our denominator, which is 8. That's how many pieces we're breaking it up into. So I have 20 divided by 8. So here we want to estimate between which two whole numbers will our answer lie. So we're not going to solve it. We just want to estimate. So I recommend that we write out our 8 facts, because I know my facts, and 8 doesn't go into 20 equally. And what I mean by that is this can also be written out as 20 divided by 8. So we're not going to solve, I just want to go ahead and estimate. So let's write out our multiplication facts to see between which two whole numbers would our number 20 lie. So I know that 8 times 1 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. 8 times 3 is 24. And I'm going to stop right there because I know and I can see that 20 is going to be between 16 and 24. So my answer will lie between 2 and 3. So if I were to estimate, I could say that my answer will lie between my whole numbers of 2 and 3. So here we can see where writing out our math facts can really help us to determine and estimate between which two whole numbers will our answer lie. Let's take a look at a next problem where we're going to have our numerator is going to be smaller than our denominator. If 6 people want to share a 3-gallon container of water equally, how much water would each person get? So we know that our numerator is what's being shared or used up. So we see that we're going to share 3 gallons of water. So I'm going to write down here, what are we sharing? Well, we're sharing a 3-gallon container. And then who or what is doing this sharing, or how many pieces do we need to cut this up into? Well, 6 people are sharing this 3-gallon container. So who do we have using this? We have 6 people. So as a division problem, I have 3 gallons of water being divided up or shared by 6 people. So if I write this as a fraction, I have 3/6. When we have our numerator smaller than our denominator, we know that between which two whole numbers will our answer lie? Well, it's going to be between 0 and 1. So remember, when our numerator is smaller than the denominator and we're asked to estimate between which two whole numbers will our answer lie, the answer will always be between 0 and 1. Because we're taking a smaller number and dividing it up by a larger amount of pieces, so each person or each piece won't even be one whole. Let's take a look at this same problem again. So just as a reminder, when we're taking 3 dividing by 6, if we interpret that as a fraction, it's 3/6. And I know that 3/6 is the same or equivalent to 1/2, which is between 0 and 1. So remember, when asked to estimate division problems using fractions, it's important to know that when the numerator is larger than the denominator, go ahead and write out your multiplication facts, and then you can see between which two whole numbers your answer will lie. If the numerator is smaller than the denominator, then you know that your answer will lie between the whole numbers of 0 and 1 because your answer will be a fractional piece. We look forward to seeing you in our next lesson where we will be dividing fractions by whole numbers. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.